Good day to all of you. You are welcome to today's lesson. In this lesson, we'll be talking about dealing with files. Dealing with files. Dealing with files. It is important, please. It is the main thing behind everything that we'll be doing. If you don't understand this, please message the admin in the discussion room and discuss with him. If there is any help, we'll give it to you. It is important. If you don't understand this step, you don't have to take it further because you will always end up in sorrow. You will always end up in sorrow. So take key note as we go through this lesson step by step with you. Step by step with you. Now, in creating folder, I would like to say something bit about it. In creating folder, always try and use small letters. Always try and use small letters. I'm not saying you cannot use uppercase letters, but always try and use small letters. Those of you fan of using underscore as a means of separator between two or more words in the name of a folder or in the name of a file, you should warn yourself. You should warn yourself and stay off this track. It will be a trap for you one day. It will be a trap for you one day. That is one thing that I would like to say about it. Some web browsers don't interpret underscores as letters. They interpret them as normal symbols. And in creating file names and folder names, it is only letters that are required. No symbols or whatsoever be it. So you take note of this whilst you create your folder names and your file names. Let's move on. So we tackle this. So whenever you are creating a file name and there are two or more words and you would like to separate them, you use hyphen instead, because all web browsers interpret hyphen as a letter. Keynote for you to take. And in writing programs, in writing files, in writing folder names and other stuff, you should know the standard language acceptable is English. And we have forms of English. We have the Britain, we have the US. It is the USA own that's recognized as standard. So for instance, if I want to write color, I wouldn't write it in the Britain form or that's Britain rendition of color. No, I'll write it as COLOR instead of COLOUR for the Britain. You get it? So please, you take key note. Whenever you are writing programs and codes, make sure you are writing in the USA English standard. Thank you. Let's dive in now. So now I'm using Coda, but everything we are learning here is applicable to whichever platform you are using. Whether you are using Windows, Mac OS, or Linux, you can apply this. I've actually traveled a bit, and where I am, space is not there enough for me to be able to use my laptop or my tabletop. So for now, I'll be using my phone. And whatever we are learning here is equally applicable to every platform that you are. Thank you. So let's move on. Now, you can see inside of this, I have a whole lot of buttons and symbols around. Let's come down. Go to bottom left corner. You see plus sign over there, is that also? Let's click on the plus sign and see something. Click on plus sign. I've been given options. New folder, new file, photos import, open file from files, then open files from files. I need folder. I don't need the rest. So let me click on new folder. I'll have to get it a very nice name. And we are going to call this Rose Consort. Rose Consort. Is that also? That's Rose Consort. So I have Rose as one word, Consort as another word, and I've separated it with hyphen instead of underscore. I'm not saying you cannot use it, but for your own good, you should go in for hyphen. Thank you. So let's move on. I click on create. You can see on my screen the upper or the top part of it, top right corner of the screen, I have create. So I click on create, and there we are. So we have rows consult. Don't forget, I was having rows, which is my personal project. I'm already doing. I'm on it now. So let's see. I have rows consult. Okay. We are now inside rows consult. You can see rows consult. Rows consult. You can see rows consult at the top of my screen. You can see rows consult. Then you can see there is no file folder. We are going to create another folder, and we are going to call this folder test site. Test site. We are testing our site, our first time that we are trying to do something of that sort. So click on create. I'm in, right? I have test site. Let me go to test site. So you can see rows consult test site. So which means I'm now in test site. Let's take it further. We are creating a folder, and we are calling this folder HTML. This folder will be the folder that will contain all our HTML files. So let me click on create. We'll create another folder. Let's come to the bottom left corner. I have plus. I click on that. I have new folder again. So this one, we are going to call it styles. Sorry, we are going to call it styles. I will create another folder. We are going to call it scripts. Great. We have another folder. We will call it images. Images, where our images files will be. So take note, HTML will contain our HTML file, images files, script will contain our JavaScript files, then styles will contain our CSS files. So first of all, we will need images. Let's go and import images inside our images folder. So we have rows consult, we have test site, then we have images, and we are going to import files. That's photo files or picture files. We have new folder, new file, photos import, open file from files, then open files from files. So because I want to import more images, not just a single image, I will use import files from files, the last option. Clicking on this will take me to Explorer, which is an app that I'm using. I can go to photos straight away, but the names over there are too cumbersome for me to remember them when I'm trying to use them. So let me click on select. Then I will take this, I will take that, I will take that, I will take that. So you see, I have design, I have flyer, I have Jane, who is my best friend, and I have logo. Forget about that. So let's go on. So you see, I have select all 4 items, open, then done. If I click on done, it will just take one image. So I'll click on open, and I have all my 4 images over here. Let's take an example here. I want to import photos from my photo app. So let me go photos import. This will send me straight away into my photos app, and I have some nice photos over here. Let me click on moments. Then I have my dear brothers who sent me their link. So I have, let me see. Okay, let me try and use this. You see the name that it is giving me, 49D22A5C. Will I be able to remember all this? No. So I used my Explorer app, and I renamed the pictures that I would want to use over there. So I rename it so that whenever I need them, I can go in and I'll be able to remember the names with ease. You get it? So I wouldn't be able to remember this thing, which means maybe if I want to use this, I don't know how to do it. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to type in everything like this. So let me delete this. It is not important though. It is not important. So let me delete this from this. I don't need you here. Go away. So yes, delete confirmation. Yes. Oh yeah. Bye-bye. So let's go up. Sorry for that. Let's go up. I have HTML. I have images, script, styles. Then let me go into HTML. They said there is no file and there is no folder. So I'll create a new file, which is my second option. I click on that, and this one I will name it index.html. Mostly index.html will be the home page of your website. But in this case, because we are just dealing with one file, let's take it like that. Then I would like to expatiate on the extension .html. You can write whatever name you want, but .html is compulsory. It's compulsory for each and every one of you. If you don't use it, your file will not be recognized as an HTML file. So please take key note with this. Okay, so let me click on create. I am in. So index.html, I am inside index.html. Let me see if I can create some files in here. Okay, don't worry about this. We will take time to go through them one after the other. Okay, don't worry. So H1 is normally used for creating heading. So let's take this heading, creating HTML files. Then let's take this one as well. You see PP over there, that's paragraph. That one you see linking of files to one another. Thank you. So the moment I click on this keyboard sign over here, my work is saved. Click on the eye image over here and I can see what I've written. And then also creating HTML files and linking of files to one another. So we are in. We've created our first HTML file. And also that's fine. Okay, let's take it a bit further. We want to link images. We want to add images to this. Then also, let's see if we can add an image over here. So by doing so, I go here. Please, whenever you are inside, let me take time and explain this because it is important. See something, I have rows consort. I go inside, I have test site. I go inside, I have HTML, I have images, I have script, I have styles. I go inside HTML, I have index.html. If I want images, can I get it here? No, I can't get images in HTML folder. I need to go inside images folder in order to get the image that I want to use. That's not clear? I hope it is clear. Thank you. So let's take it a bit further. So in going out of a folder, please, I hope you are listening. In going out of a folder, you use 2 dots, 2 full stops, however you call it. You use 2 full stops and a backslash symbol or sign to go outside of a folder. If you want to go inside of a folder, you just need a backslash and you are good to go. So let's see. I have HTML, I have images, I have script, I have styles. I need some image from the images folder. I hope it is making sense. So I have to come out of my HTML file. Then I will be able to go inside images, and going inside images, I will select the image or the picture that I want to use. Is that not clear? Fine. So let's go back. HTML, index.html. Then we are in. So let's see if we can add some image over there. So image. Don't worry about this. We'll take time to go through each and everything that you are seeing over here. So for now, just follow suit. Okay. So you have less than symbol over here. We have img, which represents image. Then src, we call it the source or the path where the image is located is what we call the src. So for now, you take note of that. So let's see. In getting this, what should I do? In getting my image that I want to use. Actually, I want to use the flyer for Rose Consort. So let me see. How do I do this? Okay. First of all, we said we will have to go outside of a HTML folder. So how do I do that? It is 1, 2, then backslash. Then also, which means I'm now outside of what? HTML folder. I'll go inside images. Then going inside, I will use what? A backslash. I hope you are following. Then I'll go to my flyer. the flyer dot, I don't know whether it was png or, but let's try png and see. Okay, so dot png, let's see. Bang, let's see what happens. No, yes, it works. So you can see our flyer over here. We have creating HTML files, linking files to files. Then we have our flyer over here. You see how the thing is working? You see how it is working? Please, and please again, you take note of this. It is important. Okay, so let me see if I can add one more image for the sake of clarity to some of you over here. Let me come here. 1, 2, I have my images shortcut over here. Sorry, images shortcut over here. I go inside SRC, then I'll put it inside. I'll put the path or where my image is located inside the SRC. Here, okay, I have images, and this time I would like to use which image? Let me use design. I have a serious web developer over there, so let me see if I can bring him or her here. I don't know whether it is him or her. When it comes, you tell me the gender. Thank you. Okay, so that's just by the way. So you see, I have image, I have source, then I have the quotation marks. Inside this, I use 2 dots, then the backslash symbol, which shows that I'm outside of HTML. Then I write images, then I go inside images with the what? Backslash symbol. Then I will take my image that I need. So let's see if it works. Oh, it did work. It did work. So I have, I think the gender is what? A female, right? A serious female-minded programmer and web designer. You see the room? That's fine. So that's it. I have created HTML files, linking of files to one another. Then that. Please, sorry for that. Okay, let's take it a bit further. Now, we've learned how to link images to our HTML file. You should know that we are inside the HTML file, in this case, index.html. This is where we are linking the image. We didn't link the image inside the image file, which is not possible. Please. Okay, let's go on. Then we'll write some styles here. The CSS is all about styling your web page. So sometimes you need a different color. Let's say I want my heading to be red. I want my paragraph to be yellow. I want my whatsoever be it. So this is where you do the styling. So don't forget, I'm inside my styles folder, and I'm going to create a new file. And this new file, I'll call it maybe style dot CSS. Please, the extension is also important. You can use any name at all, but the extension is important. So I have style.css over here, the extension, which makes this file a CSS file. You get it? Okay, thank you. Let's move on. There we are. Okay, so we'll go inside this and try and create something. Let's say I want my heading, which is H1, to be in the color. Which color do you like best? Hey, I know you like red. So let me see if I would be able to give it a red color. Yes, I have red over here. Color. You see, follow this. We'll come to CSS later on, the basics, and you understand why we are doing this. But for now, you just follow. Okay. Then let me see. I give it red. Then also we said we wanted a red color. Okay, so that's it. Now I have style.css here, but there is no communication between this file and my index.html file inside my HTML folder. So I need to ensure that they communicate. Then also, let's go and see if we can help them communicate. So let's go. We are here. We are outside of the styles folder. We now have HTML. Let's go inside that. Let's go inside our index.html. That also. Now, you see the head. We have meta. We have title. Under the title, we are going to link our styles folder, the style.css file, to our index.html file. Okay, so let's see. I have some shortcuts over here. Don't worry, you will understand it later on. So let me link it. I'll link it by first going outside of HTML. Then I'll go inside styles. Then also styles. Then going inside, I will use what, a backslash. Then I'll write the name of the file over here. So it was style.css. Then also, then you notice something over here. See, we have link, we have rel, rel. Then we have something style sheet. This is important. Whatever be your name, the name you give to your file, this rel equals style sheet is very, very important. We will come to the reason for that later on. But for now, you should know that it is important, very key over here. So you take note of that. So let's see if truly our head that's creating HTML files, which was in H1, is changing color to red. Let's see what happens. Bam, it didn't. See something, it didn't work. And also, so it means there is some mistake that we are making. Let's see. So we have raw style sheet. Okay, we have href, we have styles, we have style.css. Let's see. Why aren't you coming? Why aren't you coming? Okay, let me see something. Okay, let me see. You're still not coming? No problem. Don't worry, we'll get the heck of you. Let me see something first. So we made a mistake in creating the folder name over here, and we are quoting it differently over there. See, in this folder we said styles instead of style. So please you take note. Let's go back and write styles and see something. You see, some of the key things, you need to be very careful with whatever you are doing here, because you can't say styles is equal to styles. No, so it is wrong. So for the sake of time, I will use this rather. So styles. Then also, let's see if it really works. Bang! We are there. So we have what? Creating HTML file. Creating HTML files in red. Let's see if we can change our paragraph color. That's linking files to files. We would like to add more code over here. Let's see. We have P. Then we will have our this one, curly braces. Then we want to change the color to what? What do you want the color to be? Tell me. Okay. I hear you, madam. I hear. Boss, I said I hear you. Okay. So let's change it to, let's say, blue. You said you want blue, right? So let's take it to blue. Okay. So let's see if truly this thing will happen. It will happen. Let's see if it happens. And also, let's see if it happens. Where is it? We have linking of files to one another. So we want to change this color from black to what? Blue. Then also, let's see what happens. Bam! There we are. Linking of files to one another. It is blue now. So it means that we've been able to link our HTML file to our CSS files and also to our images file. You get it? To take key note of this, then let's go and write some JavaScript program and see how we can link them. So don't forget, let me go inside this site. I have HTML, I have images, I have script, I have styles. So let's go inside script and let's write a new file. This one we are going to call it script. Then the extension is .js, which also makes this automatically a JavaScript file. Please, so see, see all of them have their symbols and their colors. So if you do it well, you see that the colors are coming. The HTML takes a blue color for the folder, the CSS take a yellow color, and this one is taking which color? Mention it to yourself. Thank you. Let's take it further. We want to write some code. Let's say we want to add something to what we already have over there. So we use something we call document, then dot write, document dot write. Then you, sorry, let's continue. We would open, what is happening? They say we shouldn't continue. We will open a bracket, then inside this bracket we'll write something nice using double quotes. So let's write maybe rows consult. Rows consult is what? Is what? Is the best. The best. So we want to link rows consult. Rows, I forgot the consult. He didn't tell me. Okay, so we have rows consult is the best. Is the best. So we want to add this to our HTML index.html file. So the moment I click on my keyboard sign, my work is saved. I go back and script.jss is saved. When I open it, I have rows consult is the best. Okay, let's go back. So we've come back, we've come outside of our script. Let's see how we'll be able to link this. Let's go to HTML index.html. Then let's come here. So you can see after our last image, we have a blinking cursor over there. That's just on the body tag or elements. Okay. Let's see something. How we'll be able to link this to our file over here. So I have JS linkage. Click on that, bam, and I'm there. So I have everything over here. So I'll just put in one or two things, script, and I'm good to go. So you see, with linking off JavaScript files, we have script, then we have the source here again. Then we went outside of our HTML file using two, let me bring this thing here so that you see, using two full stop sign, then a backslash symbol. Then we wrote script. Don't forget ours was scripts, so let's add s to it. Then what else? After that, we went inside of script and we went for script.js. Let's see if we will see rows consult is the best over here. Nice one. So we can see rows consult is the best. So we've been able to link a JavaScript program also to our HTML file. But you saw something which I didn't like, and I'm sure you don't like it also. So let's see, what did we see? We saw that rows consult was just at the side of our last image, which we don't like that. So we use a BR, which we call the break, and it will send rows consult is the best to the next line. If we still want, okay, it will send it to the next line. Let's see what happens. So we have rows consult now under the image. Let's say for more clarity, we would like it to go another extra lane. So let's see BR again, and let's see what happens. This time it went a bit further. You get it? So we've been able to link our HTML file to our images file, where we're able to bring in this image, our flyer, then our design image. Let me see if we would be able to add one more image, which is my very best friend, Jane. My very best friend, Jane. Let's see. Okay. My very best friend, Jane. Jane is an image, so I'll use my image. Then, let's see how I would be able to do that again. I'm just doing this so that you will understand what we are doing and understand it very well. It is important. One. So inside of this, I use two dots to go outside of my HTML folder. Then I'll go inside images again. Then this time, in going inside images, I'll use a backslash. Then I will go for Jane. I don't know whether it was JPG or something like that. JPG. So let's see if that's truly the case. So it wasn't JPG, which means it might be PNG. So let me try this and see. PNG. Okay, let's go. Bam! My good friend is here. My good friend is here. So please, I hope you are looking at it. You are taking keynote. Then one thing, sometimes you might click on a link and it will take you to another file, HTML file. You get it? So let's see if we'll be able to do that also here. Now we have index.html. We'll create another file. We'll create another file, new file, and we'll call it how should we call it? Okay, let's call it maybe first, or let's call it social dot what HTML. Let's click on create. So in this file we are going to write everything about Rose social platform, Rose Consult social platform. So let's go. So in our H, we'll give it H1. Then we'll write Rose Consult social platforms. Okay. So that's our heading. Let's go. Let's say Twitter. No, we are not on Twitter now. Let's go to Facebook. Let's use this symbols rather. Facebook. We are called Rose Consult. Rose _ consult. Then let's go a bit further. We use paragraph, another paragraph. Then let's go to YouTube. YouTube, we have Rose Consult. However you type it, it will come. Okay, Rose Consult. Let me write it like this. Then that's it. So let's see. I've saved it. The tree is okay for the sake of time. I've saved this. Sorry. For the sake of time, I've saved this. Let's take it a bit further. So that's it. We have this. Let's view it and see what it brings us. So we have Rose Consult social platforms. Then we say Facebook is Rose Consult. Then YouTube is Rose, then Consult. You get it? Thank you. Okay, so now we want to link this social to index.html. So we'll use something we call the link. Jack, where are you? We'll get to these ones later on. So you see, href is just like the source for images and for the script. So we'll have to specify the path or the place where our social.index.html is. You get it? Because our social.html and index.html are all in the same folder, which is HTML. We don't have to go outside any HTML, right? Any folder, in this case HTML, we don't have to go outside of this. And we don't have to go inside of any HTML folder because we are already inside of it. Is that not clear? That's it. So we just have to write the name. This, in this case, is social social dot html. Is that also? Then how? So go to, okay, let's see. You wanna contact us? You wanna contact us? Yes. Then click here. Click here. Bam. Let's see what happens. So this is what we have. Okay, bye. Let's see. Okay. You see, you wanna contact us? Click here. So that's it. We have it over there. We have our files over here. Let's see. If we click, what happens? So it sends us to Rose Consult. So this is yes, and a platform. You get it? So we have, you wanna contact us? Click here. So I click on it. It takes me to social. That's where Rose Consult social platforms over. It's over there. You get it? So this is how we were able to link these files together. Thank you. It's been great being with you, and I hope you've learned a lot. Stay tuned for the next lesson. For now, stay blessed. Bye-bye. Don't forget, I've been your facilitator, Asante Patrick Romo.